Alrighty. Actually, I think I need to close that. Yep. Okay. We are live on Superman Celebration, I think. Oh, goodness. It's modern day technology at its finest, I suppose. All right, this will give me kind of a clue what's going on. Pull up the chat here. There we go. So now we are live. I wonder how, let me see something real quick. Hello? All right, this will give me kind of a clue what's going on. Pull up the chat here. There we go. So now we are live. I wonder how, let me see something real quick. Hello? All right, this will give me kind of a clue what's going on. Pull up the chat. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so preparing for Superman Celebration 2025. So, I think what's interesting is Metropolis, Illinois is a city in America, right? And I find that interesting because we don't have a Smallville in America. Like, how odd is that? And so I'm going to grab my coffee real quick. I'm just kidding. I've got my coffee right here. Anyways, yeah, so there is no Smallville in America, but there is a Metropolis. Did you know that? I think that's pretty interesting because, Metropolis, it's like, oh, Metropolis. I think that might be another word for a city, actually. If you know, let me know in the comments if Metropolis is. I could just look it up right now on Google, but I'm choosing not to. But there is no Smallville. And you think about it like Smallville. Okay, like, oh, we're a small village. Like, hey, let's name it Smallville. That seems kind of logical. But apparently only those that created Smallville, Kansas thought of that and not anyone else. So that's encouraging because it means that your ideas have validity and maybe no one else thought of them. You're like, oh, somebody else has probably already thought of that. Maybe, but maybe not. So Superman Celebration. Actually, I have something else I want to show you. And the cool thing is, I'm hoping, at least if it's working right, I have on my wireless mic. And so hopefully you guys can hear me just as well in the kitchen. I'll have to figure out later on the replay. But it should be. But yeah, cool stuff here. I'm taking this with me to Metropolis, Illinois. And yeah, that'll be really a blast. So what do I want to do? Like, I'm live on YouTube. No one's watching right now, but hey, I got 20 subscribers. By the way, if you're a subscriber to my channel on YouTube, thank you so much. That means the world to me. You gotta start somewhere. And, I'm by no means Mr. Beast, but I don't have to be Mr. Beast. God has created me and gifted me in the way that I am. And yeah, he's created you and gifted you in the way that you are. So live in that creative space for yourself, Let's see here. What happened? I don't know, but anyways, so Superman Celebration pre-chat. Nobody responded. It's a little sad, but I'll be okay because I still love Superman. Do you like Superman? Why do you like Superman? Let's see. I think for me, he resonates because he's always trying to do the right thing and he helps people, Let me turn this down here. See my super... Oh, that's kind of the hard part. If you see my shirt, you can't fully see my hat, but whatever. I'm a man of steel. Truth, justice, and a better tomorrow, right? All right, so... Let me check my Facebook, see if anybody else wants to pop on here. So yeah, getting just started. Like comics, what is Comics Cos? Well, so here's a story. I used to have the name Comics Cosplays and Cons as my podcast. Changed it to Comics CC Studio. Kind of wanted to give it a little bit more professional, but honestly, sometimes I go back and forth about wanting to change back because I'm like, that was my original idea. And like, you know, Comics CC Studio, it's okay. It's easier to say. Although one of my friends was like, that's a lot of S sounds. I'm like, yeah, true, Comics CC Studio. But also, if you think about Comics, Cosplays, and Cons, it's kind of a mouthful too. So it's like, what is a good in between that people can say and like to say, but also like it's kind of something I've created. So that's really fun. Anyways. I just drank out of my cup that does not have coffee. They gotta love live, right? But nonetheless, so let me go grab something for you. Now, I know Clark Kent never reveals his secrets, but I am not Clark Kent. Well, I kind of am. Don't tell anybody, though. All right, here we go. So, check this out, my Superman cosplay. So, if you want a good budget cosplay and you've never cosplayed, I recommend Sim Cosplay. I know there's some other ones, but like everything that I've ordered, I've gotten. Like, I think there really hasn't been huge delays. I know sometimes, due to like, a certain celebration, I think in February, sometimes they don't. Here we go, right? Check this out. The Man of Steel, David Cornsweat's suit. And how awesome is that? I really like it, so I'm going to be taking this with me to Superman Celebration in Metropolis, Illinois this coming weekend. If you're there, say hi, give me a shout if you've seen this. Because why not? We're all there to celebrate Superman. Think about the character. Like, he's been around for... I'm going to hang this up real quick. There we go. I mean, the character of Superman has been around for 85 plus years. So 1938 was the debut of the Man of Steel. And he's been around for a long time. And some people may think he's irrelevant. Some people might be like, well, Batman's even better. But like, just think about, think about Superman. And that he is still a thing. Like him or hate him, I don't think he's going anywhere. And yeah, he just... the hope that he brings, kind of the goodness, and I think sometimes we need that goodness in our world, especially today, right? A lot of negativity, a lot of things that we kind of regret. Make sure my... Okay, sorry. I got to turn the mic there a little bit. Yeah, a lot of things we kind of, that are hard in today's world, and I think Superman is a beacon of hope. Not that Batman, can't be any of that stuff. He obviously can. But yeah, just brighter, Superman, right? And obviously some people don't like that. They're like, oh, he's too much of a Boy Scout. But I would propose he's much more than that. And those that really like Superman, I think, know that. He's so much more. And people are like, oh, he can't be beaten. No, he can. Trust me. Go read the comics. Superman actually died in the comics, and that was a pretty big deal. And he was gone for like a year. So comic characters can be defeated. And they just... Yeah, they can be defeated, and Superman can be defeated, and he's not just the Boy Scout. Sometimes he gets really mad. It's just we're thankful he doesn't. I've never seen the show. I think it's Homelander, or no, that's maybe the character, The Boys. People are like, oh, if Superman turned evil, right, or didn't care, but, he does care, thankfully. So yeah, this weekend I hope to have some live... I don't know if I'm going to do live or not, live updates from Metropolis. I think it would be cool. But also, it's kind of limited. Like, until I get to 50 subscribers, I can't directly stream through YouTube. So right now I'm using Zoom, which, I guess I could do on my phone or my iPad or whatever, but I don't know. Part of me thinks I might just record the video and upload it as we go there. But I am also, hopefully in the next coming weeks, going to be putting out a Supergirl episode, and it'll be geared more towards the comics, because that's what my channel is: comics, cosplays, conventions, comic conventions. And so that's really going to kind of be the basis, but I will have some movie talk in there, because it's part of what is going on right now in the pop culture world, as well as, the super family. And that's exciting to see. Are you excited for the new Supergirl movie? Or do you think it'll be better than Superman? Are you like, another superhero movie, I could care less? Because there's a segment of people that care, and I think a segment of people that are like, oh, oversaturation, then a segment of people that are like, I'll go see a good flick. And I think this will be a good flick. And if you've not seen the new Superman, with David Cornsweet, James Gunn's version, I would highly recommend it. It's fun. I didn't like it at first, or there's a lot of the movie I didn't like, because, if you've seen it, you know why. Maybe some of the reason, but it maybe not what you think. But I did that on the podcast, so if you want to check it out, Comics CC Studio on all major platforms, and go see what I thought of Superman 2025. It's grown on me more. I still think the chemistry was really good. They could have put some more chemistry, I think, in different places, but you also have a 2-hour movie, so you don't have a lot of time to kind of, like a TV show, like Superman and Lois, for instance, which I just talked about as well. So if you want to watch that, go check that out. And a great TV show. Tyler Hoechlin, I think, is a great Superman. No matter what you think about the suit, if you could just say, all right, I want to watch a good Superman show, I definitely think he embodies the character for sure. So, yeah, it's a real bummer. I wish more people would have joined. But hey, small creators, they don't have a big following to start, right? Mr. Beast, I don't think he had a big following when he started. Not that I'm going to be Mr. Beast. I've said Mr. Beast 2 or 3 times. I said it again. All right, let's have a water drinking game. Every time I say Mr. Beast, take a drink of water. And I just said it again. So this is actually coffee. Good coffee, by the way. I have not been to the Netherlands. My wife has, so it's great. Which I would also love. I have this idea for a coffee shop, and call it I don't know what I'll call it, but the idea is having a coffee shop where cosplay is encouraged. So this is very interesting, because I know you can cosplay anywhere, but sometimes it's people that aren't in the nerd culture can see cosplayers and be like, you guys are weird, but who cares what people think, really. But I do think, and you probably hear the AC in the background, so sorry about that. But it's a little warm. It's summer where I live, so oh well. But I do think that it would be cool to have a public place where you could go any time of the year and cosplay. And yeah, because why not? I know there's people that go out and cosplay, but not everybody's comfortable with that, just going out anywhere. So this one time I was in my Superman Christopher Reeve cosplay. I walked into Kroger. I had the boots, I had the trunks. Those boots actually fell apart. And I'm not positive, but I think one of the employees as I walked by was like, what is happening? And he may not have been talking about me. He may have been, but who cares, right? I was cosplaying that day. I think it was Superman Day in April or something. And I was going over to a friend's. And yeah, why not? Why not cosplay? I think that's actually one of my little title things here in YouTube. But yeah, it's and then I think there was another gal, I was picking something up. There was somebody beside me, and she said something oh, that's cute or whatever. And it's oh, okay. So I guess that's a positive reaction, cosplaying in public, but I get not everybody can do that. But yeah, but what if there was like a coffee shop where that was like encouraged and welcome? You have a day off and you're like, I feel like cosplaying today. I'm going to go to this coffee shop and just hang out with some friends or hang out with the guy there. And, you know, maybe if I were the owner, which I would be because it's my idea, but yeah, and I hung out and it was like, oh, maybe sometimes I, as the owner, would dress up in cosplay, right? And be serving coffee as super this guy. Don't come at me, DC. Don't come at me. I love you guys, promoting you, obviously, right? So why wouldn't you want the free publicity? Even though I've only got 20 subscribers. Subscribe, by the way, if you're not. If you like nerdy content, comics, cosplay, comic conventions. Like I said, I'll be having some Superman celebration stuff coming up. You saw my cosplay. Although, if you're a praying person, pray that it doesn't rain, because it's supposed to rain, like boo. But I don't think it's supposed to rain a lot, or like low percentages, or hopefully times of day. Yeah, did you even know Superman Celebration was a thing? I'd be interested to know. Did you even know there was a metropolis in the United States of America? I mean, before probably my oldest sister told me, I don't even think I knew there was such a thing. There is no Smallville, at least not that I know of. So who knows, maybe someday somebody will like rename their town Smallville. Like, you know what, guys, we're a small village. We like Superman. We're naming it Smallville. But the creators are from Cleveland, Ohio, actually. And Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. I believe, if my memory serves, Joe Shuster originally was from Canada and then They moved to Cleveland. But Jerry Siegel, I believe, was born and raised in Cleveland. If you know this information, feel free to post below. Let me know that it is true or is not true. But just a little bit of research that I remember. Jerry Siegel was the OG from Canada. Cleveland. Ha, they both start with C. That's something. So, let's see here. Well, 5 minutes left. No one's joined. That's okay. I'm still growing. By the way, if you would like to be a part of something that's growing, like being a part of a community, feel free to join my Patreon page. It's Comics CC Studio. For now, that's the name I've gone with. I even got some little business cards. You see my icon, the little Comics CC Studio. So for now, we're gonna just stick with that. And maybe that'll change one day. Maybe it won't. Maybe that'll just stick. But yeah, if you want to join, be a part of the community, I've got like a $5 tier, I've got a $20 tier, and a $50 tier. And honestly, I'm still kind of building them. So like, if you join right now for $5, like you may get content that somebody normally a $50 person would get. Like I'll once people start joining, I will definitely keep the tiers separate. But for now, like, you know, content is content. And anyways, sorry. For now, yeah, it may just be whatever I put up there. I make it accessible to everybody, even like the $5 tier. Oh, and I still do I posted a video about this. Nobody took me up on it, and that's fine, but I still am willing to send that comic book, the Action Comics with David Cornsweet Superman on it, out to the first subscriber. Maybe just comment if you're the first subscriber to my Patreon first or something like that. That way I can know. And maybe maybe there's a timestamp, maybe not. I don't know. Still kind of new to all this, but hey, looking to eventually build something like really sustainable and something that grows into a community of sorts. Because like, think about, if you go to your comic shop, normally you don't have people to talk to as far as comics. Like I'll talk to my wife, but other than that, a lot of my interactions with people online And even that is kind of limited, just because, yeah, life. But what if, like, we could build a community of people that love comics, cosplay, conventions, and yeah, really just kind of build that community, and where you're like, oh, I got this awesome comic I want to talk about. I don't have anybody to talk to. Like, this is the place for you. And or I went to this convention, and now there's convention blues, but I'm really excited, but I don't have any friends to talk to. I think most of my kind of comic-y friends, comic book friends, or cosplay even friends, are people that yeah, don't live near me. Actually, my interview that I just did, I met Justin, who worked on some of the suits on the CW shows, Superman and Lois, The Flash, that interview, which, by the way, if you've not listened to that, go check that out. That is an amazing interview, by the way. Get through it, just sit through, hang tight, and you'll get to some, I mean, it's just a great interview. Like, just I do start out the intro kind of slow, and I apologize for that. Again, I'm learning all this stuff, all the YouTube hooks and tricks and trades. But yeah, go check that out and listen. But I met Justin at a convention in Seattle, Washington. So if you don't think conventions are cool, let that be. I'm not saying you're going to meet somebody that's worked on a TV show there, but you could. And actually, so here's a fun story too. He and if you've stayed with me, thank you so much on the video. But he actually created a Facebook group talking about, I think, props he was making, if I remember right. And people from the show Arrow joined his group, his Facebook group. How awesome is that? So, like, don't tell me that fandom isn't fun and it can't be. Now, if you're not into this stuff, you know, don't go to a convention. But if you are, and you like start communities and try to build things and get connections with people, you never know. You might be talking to a creator that worked on your favorite TV show. And that is a real opportunity. And you know what that cost me? Like, in some sense, yes, I had to pay for the ticket. I had to pay for the plane ticket to get out there. I hope this doesn't cut me off right now. Okay, good, it doesn't. I was a little worried. I was like, is it going to cut me off? Not, because I still have a few things to say before I sign off. But yeah, so yes, it cost me the plane ticket. It's kind of like that MasterCard commercial. For everything else, like priceless. For everything else, there's MasterCard, right? So yes, I did have to buy a plane ticket. I had to buy my con ticket. I had to get an Airbnb. All that costs money. But the pricelessness of it, not only, well, and I had to pay for this too, but not only did I get to meet Tyler Hoechlin, Brandon Routh, George Newbern. I'd already met him, so I didn't meet him. So he was in but I got a photo with him. Maybe I'll share that someday on Patreon. Who knows? Stay tuned. But that was really the awesome part. Like, I get to meet this guy. Did I have a podcast at that point? I might have, but I don't think I was like interviewing people at that point. But I met him, and that's like priceless. Like, the people, the community, and the life. I think that's the amazing thing God's given us in life. It's the ability to connect with other people, and you just never know what's going to come of those connections. The joy and the depth, right? Like, I got a great Superman conversation because I went to a convention, not to meet this guy, but I met him in the other place, and I met other people too at conventions, and yeah, they're awesome people. So those are my SummerCon convention story, a little bit about meeting Justin. If you haven't listened, please listen. It's a great one. It's a great interview, I think. I enjoy it. If no one else enjoys it, that's okay. But so stay tuned, because the next time I will be coming to you is from the Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois. That's where it's at this weekend. So if you found this because you're going to Superman celebration and you're trying to find some cool stuff, say hey, comment below, let me know. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I think, so I was the only one that watched, I think. People may have popped in and out and I didn't see it, and if I did, forgive me. But if you do end up watching this, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all the things that YouTube do. All the things that YouTube does, right, in our current world of modern day technology. So this is Brent for Comics CC Studio. I will CC you later